Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hearts of Iron 4, my France playthrough, the road to 56. Today, we are back again. So, last episode, we finally got another ally into our faction, the French Entente. Czechoslovakia, welcome. Or the Czechoslovak Republic, I suppose. It doesn't matter. So, Germany's doing German things. Obviously. Britain doesn't particularly like us, even though we sorta like them, cause we rejected their attempts to recruit us into the Allies. They didn't stand up to the Germans when they wanted to remilitarize the Rhineland. They were traitors to fucking, excuse my language, order and peace and justice. And then we may or may not have backed the Jewish Defense Forces. And we found out that, hey, you know, that causes civil unrest in the Islamic provinces of what is now modern-day Syria. But hey, you know, who would have thought that? So, at the moment, we are currently working on the Popular Front United, which will remove the greatest debuff we have, disjointed government. That should increase our stability by 25%. Also, it would increase our surrender limit, so, you know, it won't be nearly as difficult. Let's see here. The next thing we probably need to do is work on this Air Force thing. But for the moment, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Our navy is our gun supply is looking pretty good. We could probably train up some more units or switch them over. But we're gonna need a lot of guns for upgrades at the moment. Should really get some DLCs for companies. Anyway, so if we're just gonna look at ships for the moment, unfortunately, some of these are like this one, a Battleship 2, 1946. Don't need that. 43, possibly. Once, ooh, actually, a lot of these aren't very close, except the light cruisers and the subs, which will be good. Once some of these submarines will be good. So one of the strats I particularly love is Death Stack Navy. Oh yes, we should unpause the game so we get this moving. So I like Death Stack Navies simply because I have no DLCs for that whole Navy thing, so that, and I just generally don't understand navies. They confuse me. And that's just the way it is for me, unfortunately. Missing equipment production? Oh, right. The other planes. So, unfortunately, because of that, it's sort of a, hey, you know, just put them all in one big, massive fleet, and hopefully that'll do something. I find it does. Mostly because I think we just completely and utterly outnumber everything, but I couldn't really say. So I think firstly we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a political advisor. Huh. Not good options. Oh, that's what this guy will do. Get some more monthly population. Unfortunately, the game likes to tell us that we are low pop for some reason, but we're not. Oh, Greek Civil War is over. I guess the debt is still a problem, given that the fact that it's so important to the newsreel. All right, who won? Which one won? Oh, the socialists won. Huh. Well, even though I'm fairly certain that 46% Democratic in the terms of party ideology for the state doesn't make you communist, I mean, you do you, I guess. I wonder what will happen with Greece. Because I believe they've gone down the communist path. So they're down here. We'll have to see. They might be a problem, they might not be. We'll just have to see how it ends up. Alright, so, still 1937. We're making good progress so far. I think we're gonna... Oh, the Hindenburg disaster. How terrible, how terrible. We're gonna work on some better clothing for our people. Oh, we have a national focus ready. Air doctrine, air doctrine, air doctrine, air doctrine. We're gonna have to. We're gonna work down there. Hey, we got ourselves modern planes on the way. Modern 36 fighters. We're gonna move that up in the production cube. Oh. Oh. Oh, lordy lord. I guess Israel is maybe not gonna exist in this game. Cause like... Oh, hey! The Paris Universal Exhibition. Expedition. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Sometimes I have a difficult time saying words. Yeah, something tells me that Israel isn't gonna make it out of this in one piece. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, that's fun. Wait, what? Huh? The Russian Empire's back? I don't... This isn't... I guess they went back towards a... empire? Huh! This is a weird game. Poland's through a civil war, a socialist civil war. Greece is in a won their socialist civil war. Okay. Well, that's definitely impressive, to say the least. Alright. We're gonna make 4 more military factories, and then I think... I think we got good air bases, but anti-air might be a bit of an issue. Actually, no. We're gonna increase the supply for our troops. This should help us later in the war, because eventually we will just end up going to war. I'd like if we could actually have supply. Oh, Amelia Earhart is probably dead. Fair enough. I'd like to keep the whole supply thing as much as possible. Oh. Okay, I guess they pieced out. I don't... This is a weird game. I'm sorry if I'm a little weirded out at the moment. There's a lot of things going on, and most of them are not what I expected. They really aren't. So, interwar experience, that's good. Of course, we shall help our Swiss friends with their guarantees. Continental, we haven't even gone to war yet. Oh, that'll do a little bit to our issue. Well, Poland's at war with itself. I wonder who will win. I don't know who I want to win, to be honest. Let's see. So, the communists, or the, I guess communists, don't get any unique tree. But if we get the other one, we may get a fascist Poland. So it's a really big trade-off at this point. It's who do we hate more, the communists or the fascists? Truthfully, I kind of hate both of them. We had a midlife crisis that we almost went communist for a little bit. So that's one thing to consider. We're still in 1937. I think we should probably start getting ourselves some desert clothing. I don't know why we don't already have this researched, given the fact that, hey, we have a large portion of desert in our country. But, it doesn't matter. The United States is still very democratic, which is nice. Okay. There we go. Now it's just back to a 1v1, I suppose. Alright, let's, how many convoys do we have? 300. Which is the better submarine? You are. So we're gonna make a submarine. We're gonna make some more convoys. So, I'm gonna put 2, and then I'm gonna put about 8. No, 5, and I'm gonna make another secondary submarine line for when those 2 are done. Let's see here. More research. It's always better to get more resources. So let's get more resources. We have to, unfortunately, we're gonna have to outproduce Germany. And Germany has a lot of military factories. So we're gonna have to really outdo them. Speaking of outdoing them, well, there's Japan in its war. Let's see if we can switch any more divisions over. Okay, you're fine. What about you? Okay, you guys are the what division? Brigade Colonial. We're gonna change all our brigade colonials in this to division colonials. That should give us a lot more in the term of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, it should give us a lot more on the term of defense and attack, given it has artillery and just generally more men. Very good. Let's see. Now, more air bases would be good, but more than anything else, we sort of just need more planes. Looks like we might have to go ask the Americans for planes. I heard they're pretty good with those. And then kind of terrible at the same time occasionally, but you know. You win some, you lose some. Alright, so fighters for 1936. We're making 4 a week. Almost 4.5 a week. We're not quite up there in that production efficiency quite yet. But that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think we're going to probably need some more on tanks. But with this fighter count going up with how many we're producing, we should be able to start phasing out the 1930 fighter craft we have, which should help us fight against the Germans. The Germans seem to still have cavalry divisions, so I reckon we should have a semi-decent time taking it. It looks like the Polish Republic has gotten an encirclement, which is certainly good for them. About to see who wins that. I've seen the Polish Peasant Union have a good early start and then get crushed, but not much else than that. Let's see, Brigade Colonel. Ooh, we still have a lot of divisions on that. All right, let's see here. I think we should get more divisions for this guy. That'll be for the best. We're gonna get regular. He has 15, so if I put on 5 for once, he should go up to 20, which will be pretty good. The Alps, dude, I think you can hold the Alps with that much. You should be able to. I believe since we have guaranteed the Swiss, should be in good enough that we can take away our motorized and tanks. We're gonna put them on Luxembourg for the moment, purely because it fits the front line. So and when I say if, I really just mean when the Germans eventually come, we should be able to hold them there, which would be pretty good. Let's see here. I believe you should be the... Start work on you. You should be CAS, close air support. We're gonna need that for our troops. We're gonna have to work on those military factories and pop those up, I think. We don't have a lot in the terms of... Oh, fair face, very nice. Should help us out with our planes anymore. So far, from what I can tell at least, we don't... Every time I start losing focus when I'm saying that. Get all the words out. We don't seem to have any current issues with guns. We're gonna have to still work on the fighters, the close air support a lot. Holy. But we're definitely gonna need to pump up those military factories. Oh, resources. That's what that's what I couldn't remember. Let's see. I think we're gonna need battlefield support more than anything else. The Germans are definitely gonna have better planes than us. Just in general, usually the Germans have better. They're already up to partial mob. We're only on early mobilization. They're straight up. They're onto extensive conscription right now, and they are geared up for war. We should put some military people in charge to give us experience. I'm gonna give us... Ooh, fall of Beijing. It's not going well over there. I think I'm gonna do the De Gaulle strategy so we can counter them. So I'm gonna have to ignore that for now. Chief of Navy. We're gonna go with these guys. Oh, and Peru's in a civil war too. We're also gonna do a chief of air force. We're gonna go with the air reformer. He should give us a decent amount. We're gonna work on synthetic stuff just in case we need it. I don't reckon we will, but it's always good to be safe than sorry, as they say. Alright, we want to go with business interests or sacrifice? We're going to go with business interests. Alright, so. We're going to go with a few civilian factories, I think. 4 in this province. We're going to increase infrastructure just a little bit so we can get that improved factory output from these states. We're definitely going to have to buff ourselves up a lot if we're going to take on the Germans, because we are kind of I don't think we're going to. Okay, they've increased their division count a decent amount. We outdo them in numbers of aircraft, but that might be it for the moment. Right, what time is it? Okay, cool. We're gonna make this episode a little extra long. Alright, let's move around the world so we're not just boring the entire time. Oh. Who are you guys? I don't know. Let's see. I'm not certain who you guys are. Emirate of Transjordan. I thought you were controlled by the United Kingdom. Let's see here. Egypt. They are not part of the Allies anymore. Ethiopia's not looking well. Look like they're about to drop. Japan's not necessarily all that far, but the war's only been on for a little while. Russia's an empire now. Wait, no. It's no longer an empire. Now it's a social democracy. Okay. Peru's in a civil war between centrism, authoritarians, and different authoritarians. Okay. Empire of Brazil. Alright. So it looks like we might have a fascist. I think this is a fascist Mexico. The UK is, as far as I can tell, losing colonies. They lost Transjordan, along with the Palestinian Mandate. They've lost Egypt, which is certainly not good. They might be in for a pickle when the war starts. Alright, Italy, are you still going fascist? You're still fascist? Oh, hey! I was wondering how long it would take the Germans to do that. Alright, they just took Austria. That violates the treaty. Fortunately, we don't got any chance to go to war for such a thing. Alright. We're going to go to our production real quick. We're going to add more planes. We need more planes. Close air support. We're going to need some more CAS. Ooh, more immigrants. Wonderful. We're gonna get some more. We're gonna start working on close air support. We're gonna need to put that up to a 3. We're gonna need a lot of those, so we're gonna pump that up. Guns, we're looking pretty good on those. We might be able to train up some more divisions. I'm thinking so. Alright, yeah, we're gonna fill out these armies, these final armies. Or at least these 2 armies here. Just so we can have a full front. I don't reckon... Hold on, wait. You have an Alpine division. I'm gonna add 1 more unit. Kingdom of Siam. Really? Interesting. I'm gonna add 1 more to you for the Red Army. Take this Alpine division and I'm gonna send it down to you. So, because this is mostly mountains, I would reckon it's probably best. Oh, the Potez 360. Very nice. $730 days. We are gonna go for the De Gaulle strategy. This will increase the attack. We should also 100% get ourselves a field marshal. I realize I've forgotten that. It's definitely not good. I think that was supposed to make De Gaulle 1. So we're gonna wait on that. We're gonna see what happens. But we're in a pretty good spot right now. Unfortunately, we can't get Poland in because they're in a civil war at the moment. And if we did, I'm fairly certain that would pull us into whichever Poland it is that we get in the faction. Czechoslovakia is still in the faction. We should probably they probably might need some guns. Let's see. 40 divisions. Pretty good. Pretty good. We can't land lease them because we're not at war, right? Alright, so we're gonna get support, better support equipment. Or not literal support equipment. Alright, we're gonna get anti-German military. Forgot about that. Alright, so for the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, we're gonna get them a non-aggression pact. Okay, very good. That puts it up to our opinion status increase. Let's see here. Invite to faction. They will not join because neutral foreign policy. Okay, that might be a problem later. We might have to look into that. Dive bombing. That should increase our stuff. We're gonna... Speaking of that, let's... No, you're the close support. You're the fighters. We're gonna put you guys out. We're gonna put you on pilot exercise. Belgium is no longer gonna take our support because they are fascists. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, we're gonna have to watch the Dutch. Because the Dutch look like they're keeping with democracy, which is good. Looks like the regular Polish Republic and not socialists won, which is good. Romania seems to be keeping to the democratic path, which is plus. Bulgaria could go either way. Greece is currently communist. No clue where Albania is going. Honestly, the civil war could really go either way at this point. I mean, the communists are pretty much dead in this world. Hold on. Diplomacy. Communist. Okay, so we have a total of 7 communist states. Yikes. Alright, so I think that's where I'm going to call it for this episode. We've made pretty good progress today. Russia is now a full-on democracy after they turned into an empire. They went from an empire to a democracy after having originally just been a communist state. Greece won their civil war. They're communist. Poland, the what looks like it's going the fascist path. Poland won their civil war against the communists. Belgium is now fascists. We got Czechoslovakia. Egypt's out of the Allies. Israel, 100% lost. They got crushed. We have civil war in Peru. We have our great war in Asia, I suppose. Nothing pretty much going on in North America for the moment. And we have made decent progress to getting that whole modernized Air Force thing. So, with that in mind, we're going to end the episode here. Thank you all for joining me. And that is... Oh, wrong button. Sorry. That is Dragon Man out. Have a good night, everyone. Or day. Or time of day. Or something. Alright. Bye, everyone.